Welcome back to my KEEPUP channel. Belgium 0-2 Morocco. African side, cause a huge upset as Zakaria Aboukhlal adds to Abdelhamid Sabiri's superb free kick as Roberto Martinez's struggling team blow chance to seal a last 16 spot. There will not be a louder noise in the group stages of this World Cup than the one that greeted Morocco's 2 goals here. Half of Casablanca seemed to be inside the Al Thumama Stadium to witness them. As for Roberto Martinez's abject Belgium, all they can hear now is the jangling of their own nerves. This was a victory thoroughly deserved by the North African side. The thousands of Morocco supporters who were here to live through it will never forget the moment in the 73rd minute when substitute Abdelhamid Sabiri deceived Belgium goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois with a free kick whipped in at the near post and into the net. The explosion of noise and color was immediate and prolonged. And in stoppage time there was to be another, this time created by Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech for substitute Zakaria Aboukhlal. Downtown Doha was painted red and green last night. Belgium, fancied again to make an impact at this tournament, will have to improve and quickly. They were poor in beating Canada in their opening game and were pretty dreadful again here. At times, Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne looked exasperated at the efforts of those around him. Things must turn round fast if they are to secure a passage into the knockout stages, with victory over Croatia on Thursday. Before this tournament, Belgium carried a FIFA ranking of number 2, behind only Brazil, but there was a fear that their defensive partnership of Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld might wilt in the desert heat. They are 3-5-33 and, though they were not the only weak links, it appears De Bruyne's pre-match suggestion that Belgium are too old to win a World Cup may have some foundation in truth. Morocco carried a threat all afternoon. Happy to sit and soak up what was largely pretty unimaginative pressure from Belgium, the Africans broke forward at speed whenever they could. Make no mistake that, after a scoreless draw against Croatia first time out, this was a game they fully intended to win. They thought they had taken the lead just before halftime when Ziyech's free kick from wide on the right deceived Courtois and bounced off him into the net at the near post. That one was disallowed when VAR replays showed Romain Sess, once of Wolves, standing in an offside position directly in front of the goalkeeper. That was the right call. Sess had to duck to allow the ball to pass over him. How odd, though, that when Morocco did take the lead almost half an hour later, it was from an almost identical routine. This time the free kick came from the left, but the angles were almost identical. Once again the ball was whipped towards the near post, this time by Sabiri, and once again Courtois had no answer. The goal was given to Sess, who was adjudged to have touched it on its way through. Morocco deserved the lead and celebrated appropriately. Belgium threw what they had at their opponents. Romelu Lukaku, returning from injury, was on the field by the end. But Martinez's team seemed to lack the belief and cohesion of old, and when the game's second goal arrived in the second minute of stoppage time, it was the underdogs who scored. A long kick down the field was not dealt with by the Belgian defense, and it was not for the first time. A white shirt managed to work the ball right to Ziyech, and when he pulled it back, Aboukhlal clipped it high above Courtois and into the roof of the net. Earlier in the game, Belgium had fashioned the occasional chance, but none of them very clear. Eden Hazard is their captain, but his football is labored these days. Up front, Michy Batshuayi carried almost no threat at all. Before the kickoff, Morocco had changed their goalkeeper after Bounou felt unwell during the anthems. Replacement Munir El Khajoui was a steadying presence, but was only worked from range. Belgium look very much like a team on the decline. Morocco, meanwhile, will take strength from this, and it would not be a surprise if the momentum taken from this wonderful afternoon carries them past their next opponents Canada, and into the knockout stages. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.